Hello folks, so April's energy update, energy reading, let's do this. Before I go any further, it's crazy. It's crazy out there at the minute, and these times were always going to happen. It was always going to happen, whether people liked it or not. The breaking down of structures, the breaking down of life as we know it. And that unfolding was going to look horrific. It was going to bring out a dark collective energy. It was going to bring out and purge such sewage off the scale in order to make way for the huge rolling balls of light that want to come through. So as we're going into April, it can be so easy to think, oh God, what's this month going to bring? Whatever it brings is just part of the clearing. It's part of the understanding. And the higher that you can go, and the deeper you can go, not deeper into the dirty depths of the dark web or deeper into the gossip, but deeper into the meaning of it all and the symbolism of it all and the teaching of it all, the better you will be able to go through it. We know that April is spring, it's the month of new beginnings and new starts and happier times and lighter times coming. But having faith that all is well. There's an issue at the minute with knowing what to let in and what to let go in relation to the external energies. Giving yourself plenty of space for recalibration, unpacking, understanding, nurturing, resting, revitalising, really looking after yourself during this time. A bit like you when you've had physical surgery. If you came out of hospital a few weeks ago, don't make any jokes about farm shops, Claire. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm lightening the mood with that. I'm lightening the mood with it. Why am I using surgery? I'll tell you why I'm using surgery. Because what we're going through now is spiritual surgery. It's energetic surgery. It's like I say to my shamanic clients, it's soul surgery. If you had physical surgery, you won't come out on Monday morning and Tuesday be running around the block or going for a swim. Not unless you wanted to burst your stitches. You take it easy, and recovery, deep recovery, is actually really important. So really going in deeply to yourself and really nurturing yourself at this time is so important. Knowing when to switch on with the external world, but also knowing when to switch off and step back from it. So let's get to the tarot. I had a little shuffle before I came on, and I always, if you've had a reading with me via Zoom, you know I'll have a shuffle while I'm talking to you, and then I'll go like that. Let's have a look at that bottom card, because it's always an important card for the client. And it's always an important card for the videos that we do. The Four of Pentacles is a man that sits on his throne, but he's holding on at all cost. He's not going to let go. He's stuck in his ways. So what we see with this card is, as we move into April, those old, dense energies are going to want to hold on like never before. And these can be energetic energies within you as well. Within the collective, they can be stories, they can be situations, they can be traumas, they can be people, they can be famous people, famous institutions. They're going to want to hold on like never before. Be interesting to see what this card is. It's the Two of Wands, which is the future. We've got the Four of Pentacles and we've got the future. The more this sits here and festers like this, the more scent it gives out. I know this is gross, as a dead body. It's not actual dead body, but this old dense energy is holding on to such an extent that it's killing itself and it's festering. And as people walk past it, they're going, oh, ugh, that stinks, God, ugh, let me get away from it. So it's, how can I, where's the other room? Woo, see what happened there? That card fell off because it's destroying itself. it's destroying itself. Queen of Pentacles. People get into a stage of knowing themselves much better. When you start to really know yourself, when you start to really connect in with yourself, you no longer need this. The trauma, the pain, the institution, the narrative, the paradigm. Because you know so much more. You go from these Four of Pentacle energies, holding on at all cost, to greenness, to luscious, to flowers, to plants, to age, to wisdom. You start being able to embody the old ancient wisdom that's still out there in the collective. And as you start to put these little feelers out, the guides, the ancestors, the ancient ones start thinking, oh look, there's one of our friends down there. We can connect with them. We can guide them through this. Whoa, let's do this. The King of Wands, to take things forward. To have self-confidence. There's still going to be this energy of real brutality. Take. I'm right. Nitpicking, toxic, nitwit energy, I call it. And it's going to be there for some time. And the more that this Queen of Pentacles energy starts seeding and getting stronger and blooming, the more it's going to be. So you'll find you may start to come under some form of attack. You may start triggering people's demons, okay? But boundaries, my friends. Boundaries. Not the big wall. I always say this to clients when they say, you know, when you start to do a reading with someone, you're like, you need to take that wall down because we can't get in. Nope. And it's like people will come for healings and they'll have a wall up and they don't want to put that wall down. And I always say to clients, I understand why we put walls up, but don't forget that the wall keeps out the bad stuff. What does it? But it also keeps out the good stuff. And it keeps you trapped in. It actually keeps you trapped in with your bad stuff. Think now, if you're in a building that's on fire and you start to build a wall around yourself, you're going to get caught in the flames. And that's what building walls does. It catches you in the flames. So yes, have boundaries, the one there, but don't let it become where you're behind there and you're trapped. The Page of Swords. There's an irritation in the air. People are getting irritated and impatient and moody and snappy and tired, and a lot of people I'm hearing are reacting in ways that are not them because of what they're going through. When you're tired, when you're irritated, a lot of older people are going through this as well because there's fear. They see this world changing in a way that is never done before, but they also see the portals opening that are waiting to bring them home, and there's that energy out there as well. The King of Pentacles. Let me do a clarifier for the King of Pentacles for this stage. Just read it. Whoops. Wow. The King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. The strength and the healing. The strength and the healing. Being able to hold your own counsel is going to be really important for April, because it's going to get louder out there. It's, honestly, I know, you know, we can all be accused of doing it at some time, but April's going to be about actually being able to see what's going on, but hold your own counsel. Because there's going to be a lot of that out there at the minute, and it's going to get louder and louder and louder. But actually, there's like, trying to think how I can put this. The ancient Native Americans had a belief system where they would sit in a room, and there's a lovely poem, and I don't know where, I think my phone's over there, so I can't even Google it. where I sit in a room and there's with other people, basically sitting in a room with other people, and there's that, and it's basically about when people just can't stop it or shut up. That says more about them than it does you, and the need for peace and silence, because more and more people are trying to claim they know the answers to everything and they don't. And actually what we need is stillness and silence. I keep saying this, it's okay not to know. I obviously have another channel that we do readings on controversial subject, which is getting controversial and controversial and controversial by the day. And I'll sometimes look at the comments a lot, obviously, on there, because I've got to manage it. And not everyone, clear that. There's a group on there that will jump straight on and they will tell you what they think. And they are right and nah, etc. Then somebody else will jump on and they'll do the exact same thing with a very different narrative. And it's like, wait a minute. And it's like, but what about the ones that just silently watch, think about it and get on with their day and process it? What about the ones that learn from it? And it's this energy out there of, I need to know, I need to be the one, and it's wounding. It's also as well the noise of humanity that we're trying to release at this time. So let's move on to the other decks. I'm going to be using my new deck, The Golden Future by Diana Cooper. Any decks that I use in all of my videos can be found in the description box and the pinned comment. So let's have a look at this. 2 cards for April, 2 cards for April. Education, expand your right brain, creativity, thinking before we speak. Leadership and decisions, make choices for the highest good of all. So coming back on grid with leadership and decisions. I believe as we go through this year, we're going to be seeing more and more of the old structures really dismantling themselves. They are turning on themselves now. All the big corporations and institutions are now bringing each other down in many different ways. It's the apple tree that had a few poisoned apples on, but the poisoned apple has now spread and it's destroying itself. But as that's unravelling, more and more people are coming back into wholesome living again, into kindness and compassion and community and, you know, the old ways, home cooking, home living, home nurturing, slowing down, taking stock, clearing out, changing jobs, moving houses, thinking about maybe having children, thinking about the good things in life, reading books, creativity, all of that. More and more community circles are going to be opening up, and some of these are not going to be spiritual. I'm saying they're not going to be spiritual. It's not going to be happy clappy new age circles. There's also going to be ones, the practical help ones, and what I'm seeing in these circles, they're like in the middle of council estates and things like that, places that need them. And within all these circles, there's heavy energies, but there's also certain people that are coming in with good intention, and that's going to start spreading out as well. So as all that starts to dissolve and dismantle and fall apart and fragment, we're coming back to this. So as we're losing one aspect of life, we're slowly birthing another. We're slowly birthing ourselves, and it's scary. It's scary and heartbreaking when you've believed in something all your life, or you've been brought up to believe in something all your life, and all of a sudden you can start to see cracking, and that can bring out so much. It can bring out so much pain, so much dis-ease. It can bring out so much fear and anger and vitriol and all kinds of things. But that's ours to sit with, and we've got to learn to not go woof and throw that out, because something else is coming into its place. The population Seize your opportunities, the population. So new opportunities, the new work, the new earth, the new world, new frequencies. Seizing opportunities, planning for the future. Thinking ahead as well. Being prepared that the world is changing. We had an issue in the UK this weekend. Well, at the time of filming this weekend, I mean, this video is going to be put up next week. So when you're watching this, I am not working, it's a week off. But the weekend of this being filmed before this week, not all of them, 2 big supermarkets, their systems went down. And now, as at the time of filming, Greggs has gone down now. And nobody got food deliveries. As far as I know, it was they could only take cash. Really, good old cash coming back. Cash is king and all of that. And in some stores, people couldn't buy goods. And Gary was like, my husband was like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" And I was like, "We'll go on to something else. We'll do something else. We'll look in the freezer and we'll get something else out. We're not going to go into fight, flight, fear, because what's the worst that can happen? The delivery doesn't come. Okay, we've got chips, we've got eggs, we've got beans, we've got pasta, we've got bolognese there, we've got stuff, we've got cheese, we've got all kinds of things. We're not going to go hungry." But that instant of, oh, the systems are breaking down. So bearing that in mind, that more and more systems are going to be breaking down. And there's going to be reasons for that. It's going to be a form of warfare. It's going to be the result of solar flares. It's going to be the result of coercion and manipulation, etc., etc., etc. And it's also, I mean, that whole subject is vast. And I also think it's going to be a way back into holistic shopping. I know I am one of the biggest culprits of online shopping. I'm quite aware of that. And it's something I'm trying to deal with and trying to step out of. But as long as you're aware of it and you're aware of the need to try and step out of it, but all of these moments are giving us the opportunity to really learn and sit with ourselves. You may be in a country where your democracy is threatened. You may be in a country where your political system is unravelling at a rate of knots. You may be in a country like we are, where your political and your royalty system is unravelling at a rate of knots. And that can bring up so much. And actually, whether you like it or admire it or whatever, it's irrelevant. If you're in a country that's going through that, there can still be that heavy energy as things are clearing and coming up. So, fascinating times. What word have I been saying throughout this video? Community, community, community. Embrace fifth dimensional society. So, plenty of water, meditation, watching your reactions to things, getting sleep, getting enough sleep. What are we eating? What are we moving? Are we doing exercise? How is our job affecting us? We can't control a lot of these institutions and this crackdown. Why did I say that? The cracking of the institutions. We've got no control over that. But what we can control is our own lives. All these people that think they've got no control over their own lives, it's silly. Of course you have. You give your power away to who you want. Nobody takes your power without your permission. That's true. Let me say that again. Nobody takes your power without you giving it permission. And the new children, be all you can be at this time. So looking after children and nurturing them and feeding them full of love and compassion and fun. Community. Starting to communicate with people again and coming back on grid with people, and lighter, kinder times. Family relationships. Attune heart to heart. So, coming back on grid with family members as well. Putting down the old stories. You said that, you did that, I can't let that go. I'm in pain, all of that stuff, because you're just going to get stuck in it. So there's going to be some big asks coming in relation to family relationships, and somebody having to make the first move and see beyond the illusion and the drama. Okay, I'm going to look at, because I know people seem to like this at the minute, where we look at some predictions for the month ahead. Oh dear, let's have a look. We won't stay there too long. Predictions for April 2024. Predictions for April. Oh, I haven't done a card from this deck yet. Let's do one card from this deck. Unexpected visitors. Follow the leader. Unexpected visitors. Awakening moments. More awakening moments in April. As we go through all of this, it's giving people the opportunity to enter their awakening journey. And by awakening journey, I don't mean to be aware of the latest conspiracy. I mean at a much deeper level. But all global events give people an opportunity for spiritual awakening. All personal events give people opportunity for spiritual awakenings. And knowing that you're not the first and the only one travelling on that path. Let's have a look at some predictions for April 2024. Predictions April 2024. Predictions April 2024. What's coming? There's going to be a big breaking news announcement that makes people go, oh! That's what I've seen. I've seen how we get it in the UK. Breaking news and people going, oh! At their phones. Okay? The Empress. The family at the bottom. Predictions. The past. 8 of Wands, moving forward. 4 of Cups. I wonder if that breaking news is something to do with the royal family, because I've just done a video today, or over the past few days actually, and we keep getting these same cards. Page of Cups. Somebody's greed is going to be exposed. There's somebody working behind the scenes to expose someone's greed. There's something from the past that is going to come back out with the inner child, with the past card and the inner child card and the Empress. Somebody within the world is being offered something. And I'm not sure what that offering is. They're being offered something. There's pressure being put on somebody. And the pressure is mounting big time. Not sure who it is, and I'm not really bothered who it is, and I'm not really going to be looking at who it is. But there's pressure mounting there. Somebody's greed. Somebody being inexperienced to deal with it. Any more predictions for 2024? Let's put the cards away and let's just use the old third eye. Any more predictions for April 2024? I'm seeing the sea and a disaster with ships, or something, a problem with ships, an issue around ships, or ships getting caught up into something, and an exposure coming. I'm seeing 2 countries in this, and going on to something else, I think, and it's like 2 deserts that are running into each other like that. Does that make sense? So 2 deserts, God, this is cryptic, like Nostradamus. 2 deserts running into each other, and it sinks. I'm not saying that's going to be physical where there's physical sands. I think it's energetic of 2 countries, possibly a route where there is deserts. The sand's rushing in and it sinks. I I keep saying this as well. There's a crash with money coming. There's a crash. There's different financial crashes coming. There's also more further issues with food coming and being able to obtain food. There's a big announcement coming for America. The understate. I don't know what that would be in America. There's a big announcement coming for America. The understate. I don't know what that is. The cartels. I don't know what that is neither. Where else? Where else in the world? It's impossible to do predictions for all the countries of the world. Let me see for United Kingdom, my own country. Predictions. I'm seeing the Easter service. Now that would be end of March, doesn't matter. I'm seeing the Easter service, but there's an empty seat at the Royal Easter service. There's an empty seat there. Now you could say that could be Catherine or Charles, but there's a really significant empty seat. I'm seeing now the 3 royal children, George, Charlotte, Louis, and there's a sadness there, but this sadness is part of what they're going to have to go through for the princes and princesses of tomorrow. I've been shown ancient texts. I know at the time of filming this video they may have found something to do with Atlantis under the sea somewhere. I don't know, in some part of the world. I've seen like a stadium. I don't know what, it feels like an American stadium and there's cheering and celebration. I don't know what that means. Like a Super Bowl stadium. Again, I don't know if it's a Super Bowl or I don't know if it's something that's happening in a stadium. Trump's got something wrong with his heart. That's what I've just been shown, Trump, and there's something wrong with his heart. Whoa, I don't like that energy. Show me Trump. Why did I just get that? Donald Trump. Show me Donald Trump's health. Show me Donald Trump. Some of you have been asking for a video. I did do Biden's, didn't I? I think. I haven't. Yeah, I have. Donald Trump's health. Donald Trump's health. Show me Donald Trump's health. He is not well. The cups. This can be love offering, but it's somebody that comes. It's a knight that comes in with his heart. That's not good. That's not a good card. Not with what I saw with the heart. Yeah. 4 of Swords, which is endings, retreats. It can be illness. It can be resting. It can be, you know. But yeah. The 4 of Wands, a celebration. Who's going to be celebrating? The pressure of the presidency, or going for the presidency, is putting pressure on him. There's doctors around him that are already trying to warn him to stop for his health, the Star. The World, but he's not listening to them, he's still going forward. Melania, apologies if I've butchered another name. Wells, I know it sounds doom and gloom. It is what it is. Queen of Pentacles, looking at Melania going forward. Anyway, so April, Trump's health. What else have we seen? Deserts, ships, royalty, the royal children. We are in for a month. Sending love and blessings to all. And yes, Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Don't forget the next group healing, which is April 9th and 10th, which is a sacral chakra deep heal, deep purge and deep rejuvenation. And we're going to be looking at the energies that are transferred during intimacy, because when we're intimate with another, we transfer energies from each other unknowingly. So we're not taught how to clear those energies off. So consequently, you go through your life carrying those old dense sexual energies, and they can manifest in all kinds of ways and affect our sexuality and affect our life and affect our future relationships. So we're going to be focusing on healing that and releasing that. That's the 9th and 10th of December, £22 distance channeled. If you would like more information for that, go to the description box and the pinned comment beneath this video. Scroll down a little bit, it will say group healing. Watch this video for more information. Please, if you're not sure of what the group healing entails, watch that video before you join it. And how to get onto the group healing, there is the website link there. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching. Love to all. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.